It's 24th of November, Wednesday, and we are just about to approach Thanksgiving. Tomorrow in the US, Thanksgiving will be celebrated. And today, well, I actually did my third flight just before the flight school was about to close for this public holiday. And today I had the pleasure to fly with a different instructor as my instructor that I had and that will accompany me through my flight training is already on leave. So I had the pleasure to be flying today with a different instructor. The goal of today was stalls and steep turns. So we took off from Vero Beach. Again, I was in charge of the takeoff with a left-hand turn. And what you actually can see here right now is really like the difference between magnetic and true west. So we are actually on a western magnetic heading. However, if you look on the map, it looks very different. If you want to learn about like what's the difference between magnetic and true headings and courses, there is so many information about that. So on YouTube, etc. So feel free to watch any of these interesting videos about what's the difference between the actual North Pole and the magnetic North Pole and so forth. So as you can see, we today flew to the west of the airport, so over the swamp area where the lakes are and the crocodiles are. So actually where you don't want to need to land. So we traveled to the west and did our exercises. Steep turns, as you can see, like these small circles on the very top there. These were very steep turns, 45 degrees of bank angle. And then we proceeded with stalls, and that is when you have such a high pitch that the airplane is literally falling out of the sky. And so we were practicing that to understand, for me to understand, when is the airplane stopping to fly. So for that, we needed to have enough altitude so that the airplane literally could fall a couple of 100 feet. And then we practiced power on stalls, power off stalls, and hopefully not in the distant future, I will be able also to demonstrate you that in a video, how that looks like actually when you're in the airplane. But nevertheless, we had a good afternoon. The weather was fine. We had northwestern wind. And after about an hour and 20 minutes, we were lining up for a long straight-in approach back into Vero Beach. And today, actually, I was also in charge of the landing and the approach. So today I was able to write down my first landing. So as you can see, we came from the southwest and lined up for a landing on the main runway here in Vero Beach. It was a beautiful approach. It was very nice to fly into Vero Beach. So that was it for today. Now we have Thanksgiving. The flight school is closed as mentioned, so my next video will be then on Monday. In the meantime, if you're celebrating Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving. So, just some life wisdom. If you ever go and buy milk, don't buy fat-free milk. I accidentally bought the fat-free milk because, it was just like next to exactly the similar milk that I bought previously. Anyway, if you pour some fat-free milk, it's like, maybe I hope you can see, it's like bluish green in color. It tastes awful. So just as a life hint, don't buy any fat-free milk. It's awful.